Happy New Year.
Namaste, yogis.
It's Goga, kinda like yoga. 2 years in the game, 78 postures later. It is clear hip openers are the big boys or girls in yoga. From sitting ones, lunges, squats, goddesses, hamstring stretchers, including the inversions. With this foundation, I'm convinced that we are ready to take a 90-day journey towards the mother of them all. They call it Hanumasana, monkey, or as most of you know it, the splits. Enjoy the ride. So it's New Year. Let's begin in Tadasana, palms facing forward, feet together or slightly apart. Palms facing forward, chest up, gazing forward. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale. Nice Ujjayi breath, inviting yourself into this space. It's a new year, new practice as we navigate towards the final bits of the split challenge. One more breath. Exhale it out. Then with an inhale, sweep your hands up, extended mountain pose. Reaching your hands tall, gaze towards your thumbs. Open your elbows out, come into half angel. Feeling that nice stretch. Inhale, reach your arms tall. Exhale, open those half angel wings. Grow tall once again and then spill over towards the feet. Halfway lift, flat back. And then gaze forward, flat spine. Hands down. Take your right leg back, come into low lunge on the left side. Stay here for a bit, adjust in a bit, sweep your hands up overhead, find those half angel wings once again, puffing the chest up towards the ceiling as you gaze up towards the sky. This practice is just going to take us through a few postures that are going to just help us find more stability. Hands down, coming to low lunge. You want to gaze forward, opening your chest, feeling that stretch on the back thigh. Take your left foot back, coming into downward facing dog. Melting the chest towards the thighs. Shift your weight into plank. Bend your elbows, coming all the way down to your belly. And just push up slightly, lifting your chest up into cobra. Opening the chest, feeling that nice low back bend. And then drop your head down towards the ground. Tuck your toes. Engage your ground. Lift the entire body off the ground. Push back into downward facing dog. Oof. Inhale, rise up to your tippy toes. Bend your knees, gaze forward. Walk, step or jump to the top of the mat. Coming into halfway lift, flat back. And then exhale, bow forward, grabbing behind your calves. Circle, sweep your hands up, gazing up towards the sky into extended mountain pose. Then spill forward into a bow. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale. Press your hands down. Take your right leg back, coming into low lunge. Drop that knee down. And then see that you can sweep your hands up. And then take half angel wings. Puffing the chest, drawing your shoulder blades towards each other as you gaze up here. So a lot of grounded posture stretches here just to be able to usher the year in style before we start the last leg of this split challenge. So staying here on your half angel wings, bring your hands back down into low lunge. Tuck your back foot, you can lift it off the ground. Then step back into downward facing dog, creating that inverted view with your body. Shift your hands pressing up into plank and then lower all the way down onto the ground, releasing the tops of the feet down on the ground. Lift up into cobra, pushing the floor slightly, elbows slightly bent. Then drop your head down and then tuck your toes, press the floor away from you, and then find downward facing dog. Exhaling, melting the chest more towards the thighs. Lift up into your tippy toes, bend your knees, hop, step, or walk to your hands. Good. Come into halfway, creating a flat back. And then exhale, dive in, finding a bow. And then so that you can circle, sweep your hands up, extended mountain pose, reaching your arms tall, dropping your head back, gazing towards your thumbs. Exhale, bow forward once again. So that you can bend your knees, lift up and find chair pose. Raising your arms tall, palms facing each other. Tuck your tailbone in just to ensure that your spine is straight. And then so that you can take your hands back, coming into half chair, lifting your heels off the ground. Adha Utkatasana. See how they can balance like a ballerina, lift up into full chair pose. See how you can find half chair pose once again, lifting your heels off the ground. Last ones, just take your hands up into full chair and then bow forward. Come into halfway lift, creating a flat spine from here. And then so that you can plant your palms down, walk into Chaturanga. So elbows bent, upward facing dog. Tops of the feet pressed down, lift your chest up. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Exhale, exhale. You can lift your right leg up towards the sky into three-legged dog. Bend your knee and open into scorpion down dog so that you can flip over, dropping that right leg. Lift your right hand above, dropping your head back, coming into wild thing. We did this in one of my shorts over the weekend. Keep puffing the chest and finding a nice mini back bend here as you support all the weight on the left hand. Release, coming back into plank, and then so that you can find side plank on the left side. You can try the left side here. So lift up and so you can lift your right leg up, pressing that foot. Come into low lunge, find so you want to take your right leg forward between your hands and then open into warrior 2, creating that nice T with your body. Keep bending into the front knee, finding a nice 90-degree angle there as you feel that nice lunge on the front knee, feeling the stretch on the arms, on the shoulders as you strengthen the arm areas. So that you can find peaceful warrior. Take your left hand back, right hand lifts up, opening up, stretching the right side of your body as you bend that front knee even more, feeling that nice deep stretch. And then so that you can straighten the front knee and take Trikonasana, the triangle pose. Yeah, you can either grab your right big toe or just press your your ankle or your shins and gaze towards left thumb. Opening the chest. Now so that you can reach your right hand forward and see that with the left hand you can bring your palms to touch. Feel that nice juicy stretch on the entire left side of the body. Otherwise you can just stay on triangle pose, gazing forward. See whether you can find peaceful warrior once again. Opening the chest, feeling that nice side stretch on the right body. Extended side angle. Bring your right elbow on the right knee and then you want to twist. Now say that you can reach the left arm around your ears and point it towards the front, feeling that nice stretch. You're drawing lines with your body here, feeling that nice juicy stretch on the entire left side of the body. And maybe you can bring your palms to touch. Extended side angle. Find peaceful warrior once again. I know that leg is screaming, and so that you can find the ninja squat skandasana. Lean towards left side, finding balance here. And then when you're ready, you can bring your hands into prayer, balancing on the left heel, the balls of the foot. And then shift your weight towards the right, coming into low lunge once again, opening the chest. And then you can drop the knee down and so that you can lift and find standing splits. So you grab the calf of the right foot and then keep sweeping the left leg up and then bend the standing foot straight and land into a forward fold. Extended mountain pose, Urdhva Uttanasana, and then exhale, bow forward, dive in. So that you can find halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, so that you can take your hands down, and then let's see if they can find crow pose. First arm balance of the day. Woo. Release the crow pose and come into Malasana, the squat of a yoga squat. Press your palms down, find crow pose, and then jump into Chaturanga. Nice. Opening the chest, up dog, and then with an exhale, take downward facing dog. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Same thing on the other leg. So we're now going to sweep the left leg up, bend the knee, taking that scorpion down dog, and then so that you can flip over and find wild thing on the other side. Keep lifting the chest, drop your head back, stretching the entire left hand towards the back as you balance on the left heel. And just stay here, finding that nice side back bend. And then so that you can take side plank on this side. So you press your left foot against your right thigh like you're doing in tree pose, and then so that you can find side plank here. Very nice arm strength here going on here. And then take your hands up and so that you can take that left leg between your hands if you're setting up for like low lunge, and then open into warrior 2, gazing towards your left middle finger here, arms wide, creating that T. You can relax your shoulders a bit here as you keep bending into that front knee. Inhaling and exhaling. Stay here for a couple of breaths as you just prepare the legs for a series of lunge. So that you can find peaceful warrior. Take your right hand across your back, lift the left hand up, keep bending to the front knee here, feeling the stretch on the entire left side of the body. And then so that you can take Trikonasana, straighten the front knee, grab your right ankle with your left ankle with your left hand, and then gaze towards right palm or thumb. And then so that you can stretch the left hand forward, bring the right hand to meet the left hand and feel that stretch on the entire right side of the body. Otherwise, you can just stay on triangle pose if it's too much. Keep gazing and rotating your chest forward. Rebend, coming back into warrior 2. Take peaceful warrior once again. And then so that you can take side angle on the left side. So left elbow, left knee, stretch your right arm alongside your right ear. And then keep bending here. The front knee, feeling that nice stretch, drawing a line on the entire right side of the body. Inhaling and exhaling. Fill up. Clear. So they can find peaceful warrior once again. And then let's find the ninja squat on that right side. So shift your weight towards the right. You can see me balancing on the balls of my right foot. And then the left leg is fully stretched, feeling that nice hamstring stretch. You can even test your balance by opening your wings and creating shapes of whatever form with your hands as you open the chest. Hands to your heart center. Shift your weight forward back into the left leg, into low lunge. And then from here, so that you can find standing splits on this side. Taking the right leg up, balancing on that left leg. Keep kicking the right leg higher, gazing at a point that is not moving down on the ground, feeling that nice standing split. Bend the standing foot slightly and land into a forward fold. Halfway lift flat back. Exhale so that you can bow forward. Urdhva Hastasana, extended mountain pose. Rise up, arms tall, palms tall. And then exhale, forward fold. Good. From here, sweep your hands up once again. Bring your hands through your heart center and find Samastitihi. Good. Dancer's pose. So let's start dancer's pose on the right or the left side. So grab your left ankle, kick against the left hand, and then stretch your right palm forward as if you're pressing an imaginary wall. And then the higher you kick, the more stable you get. Natarajasana, dancer's pose. Balancing posture. Very beautiful posture, by the way, but it's a test of balance. The trick is to gaze at a point that is not moving. What balance are you looking for in 2023? Release that leg and come into warrior 3. Stretching your hands forward. You can bring your hands to your heart. Flex the left leg down towards the mat. You want to square your hips by flexing that foot down towards the ground. And stay here with your balance, gazing down on the mat. You can keep your hands at your heart center and just stay here. Otherwise, you can bring them alongside the body and come into aeroplane pose. We've done this before. Aeroplane or airplane posture. And then bend your standing foot. Come back into warrior one. Stretching the hands alongside your ears. Stay here for a bit. Inhaling and exhaling. So keep reaching tall here just to give yourself some bit of rest before we move on to the next posture. Palms mirror each other. Keep bending the front knee even slightly more just to be able to find that nice lunge. Yeah, interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, puff up your chest, and exhale, find the devotional or the humble warrior. Stretching your hands above your head as you keep bending to that front knee, feeling that nice stretch even on the shoulder sockets as you keep taking the head down towards the ground. Make sure you're not supporting your right shoulder on your right knee, so the shoulder is actually inside the knee. You're trying to bring your head down towards the mat as you find that nice juicy stretch on the right leg. Sweep your hands up again back into warrior one. Hands, palms facing each other. Palms, you can press your palms, or you can just let them mirror each other as you gaze towards your palms. And you can even drop your head back just to be able to feel that deep stretch. Open into warrior two, opening your wings. And then take your right hand down, and then so that you can shift your weight forward and come into half moon. So you want to flex your left foot towards the camera where I am, and then reach your left hand up and see whether you can test your balance. Half moon is a test of balance once again. Anchor your focus at a point that is not moving, flex your foot and draw the shapes. Release that leg down, come back into warrior two, opening those wings. Open into star pose, palms face each other, feet are parallel to each other. And then we're going to do a wide-legged forward fold from here. Exhale so that you can bring your palms down on the ground. Take your feet out as wide as your mat. And so that you can start bending the elbows slightly. Just find that deep forward fold. You can take it as wide as you can. You can even bring the crown of your head down and just relax here, creating a shelf with your hands. Otherwise, grab both sides of the feet or the big toes or the ankles, and just let the crown of your head rest on the mat. Inhaling and exhaling. Exhaling, come up slowly. We are going to find one of the most advanced postures in yoga, firefly pose or Titibasana. So that you can take your hands under your thighs, and so that you can lift and stretch your legs. Keep them bent slightly and then release them down, and just see what this looks like. And then when you're ready, release. Take your feet again wide, and then find low lunge on the right side of the body. Press your palms on the ground, opening the chest, and then so that you can take downward facing dog. Bend one knee at a time. Bend your knees. Walk to your hands, top of the mat. Halfway lift. So that you can bow forward. And then so that you can slide your palms under your feet, coming into gorilla asana. So make sure that your big toe is touching the wrist. Just be able to give your wrist a bit of a massage in gorilla pose. And then so that you can bend your elbows outwards as you melt your torso even more towards the ground. And then you have to drop your head down towards the ground. Feeling that nice hamstring stretch. And you can even test your balance by lifting the heels off the ground, and so that you can balance on your balls of the feet. Make sure you just don't topple over, so you want to be very intentional. Release, and then toe heel your feet to touch. Start rising up very slowly, feeling the lengthening of your spine as you unwind one vertebra at a time. Come into Tadasana. Dancer's pose on the other side. So try dancer's pose on the right side. You grab the right ankle, kick against the right hand, and then lean forward, stretching the left hand forward as if it's pressing an imaginary wall. And then the higher you kick, the deeper it gets. I'm just going to adjust my mat here a little bit as I find my dances. A test of balance. Again, anchor your focus at a point that is not moving to ensure that you protect yourself from dropping out of the posture. And you can always bring a micro bend onto that knee if it's too much. Keep the leg lifted, release that leg, and then so that you can take warrior 3. Tricky posture here. Flex your foot. You can either stretch your hands forward, otherwise you can bring them into prayer at your heart center. Keep flexing the right foot down towards the ground. And then you're trying to create a straight line with the body. Otherwise, you can release your palms towards the back and find aeroplane pose. This is still a variation of warrior 3. It's a test of balance. Drop the right lifted leg down so that you can find warrior 1 on the left side. So hands alongside the ears, front knee slightly bent. Inhaling and exhaling. Palms mirror each other. You can gaze towards your thumbs as you keep your front knee bent here. Very nice stretches, especially for the legs, because these are very deep lunges. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, bow forward. Taking your hands above your head as you bring your head down towards the ground. Devotional or the humble warrior is a very deep lunge. I always feel it, especially on the front knee when it's bent, or even the thigh. You can feel that entire stretch. But you can see how it's working the hip muscles here with that shape that this posture is creating. And then keep dropping your head down. If your head can reach the floor, why not? Less is more in practice. Then take your hands up. Extended mountain pose. Warrior 1. Hands alongside the ears, just so you do an extended mountain pose. Palms mirroring each other. Opening to warrior 2. Opening your wings, relaxing your shoulders. Now take your left hand down on the ground and so that you can lift the right leg up, flexing that foot towards the front, and so that you can find half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. You can even test yourself by lifting the lower hand off the ground and just so that you can still find your balance. Drop the standing foot down, coming back into warrior 2. Opening your wings. Bring your hands into star pose once again. Hands lift up. And then we're going to find our wide-legged forward fold. Bringing your hands down on the mat. Take your feet as wide as possible. And then work on bringing the crown of the head down on the ground. Hi guys, I can see you from here. You can even stretch your hands forward as I'm doing. Or you can grab the sides of the feet. Or better yet, you can even bring your hands to your heart into prayer and just be creative and playful while in this posture. Yeah, like that. Then hands down on the ground, prepare for firefly or Titi-Basana on this other side. So again, I slide my hands under my feet, and then I say that I can lift off, straightening those knees. You can bend them slightly, modification. Still work in progress. Then gently release so that you can find like low lunge. You take your left leg in front, back foot on toes, pressing your palms down on the ground, and then take downward facing dog. Exhale. Relax your down dog for a bit before you transition down to the ground. Drop your knees down on the ground so that you can find yourself lying on the ground, and you can take your time as much as possible. And then we're going to do spine twist, so we hug both our knees towards our chest. You can even bring your forehead to meet your knees, adjust accordingly. Drop your knees towards the right side, gaze towards the left side. Very nice posture just to find release on the lower back. Inhaling and exhaling. You can stack your feet on top of each other, knees on top of each other, and knees as high as possible, probably towards your chest, as you find a spine twist. Inhaling and exhaling. Come back to center, pressing your feet on the mat. Hug both knees towards your chest. Now we drop them towards the left, we gaze towards the right, finding spine twist here. So day 61 has been quite something. It was a different practice. It was quite a flow that was all over the place, but it's also a way of ushering you into the new year. So we are going to be doing this for the next 30 days until we come to the end of the challenge. We're going to explore a lot. Some days will be shorter, some days will be longer, but we are up for the challenge until the grand finale sometime next month. Spine twist is also a very good relaxing posture. After you've done all that work, give the body a chance to rest. Draw both knees towards your chest, grab the sides of the feet, coming into happy baby Ananda Balasana. Drawing both knees towards the armpits. You can even massage by rocking yourself from side to side. And just relax here for a bit, taking stock of the practice. It's a very nice hip opener, by the way. And we're also giving the spine a bit of a massage just before we ease into Shavasana. Inhaling and exhaling. Draw both knees towards your chest. Squeeze yourself tight. Maybe your forehead meets your knees. Surround yourself completely. One last deep breath in. Stretch your legs forward. Adjust yourself accordingly. Palms facing up. Tuck your chin slightly in. Let your feet fall towards the sides. And take rest. Shavasana, the do nothing posture, the corpse pose, which is the final posture in our practice. So I hope you have a very assuring new year ahead. I hope it's intentional. We talked about the year compass in my live stream last week. I hope most of you have looked into that and make those deliberate steps that can make your 2023 intentional. Gently start to wiggle your toes, bring your feet to touch, stretch your hands above your head, give yourself a nice morning stretch. As if someone is pulling you apart. Draw both knees towards your chest, hug yourself tightly, and then drop and lie on your right side using your right elbow as a pillow. And then with the help of the left arm, push and come into a comfortable sitting position. Easy sit cross-legged. We still have practice with 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Final breath in. Let it go. Hands to your heart center. Thank you for practicing with me today. One last deep breath in. And on the exhale, we bow down and say Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I will see you on day number 62.